This is the TV News, the industry's only daily video report, brought to you by American Ingenuity TV. For all of your electronic marketing and creative needs, American Ingenuity TV is simply the solution.
Welcome to the TVNews.TV for Friday, March 12th, and here are today's top stories. If you still don't believe in the power of social media, well, consider this. When Facebook talks, people listen. FB members sent a powerful message to NBC and Saturday Night Live creator and producer Lorne Michaels. They said, "We want the white-hot octogenarian Betty White as host of SNL." And guess what? Michaels and the Peacock listened. Now, Ms. White is scheduled to host Saturday Night Live on May 8th, so circle that date on your calendar. Michaels obliged Facebook Nation, and when he called Betty White the mother of us all in comedy. Oh, the power of social media. We reported it 1 week ago. Our very own new media, new marketing man, John Leland, he railed against it last Tuesday. Now, the It was Viacom's Comedy Central moving two of their uber-popular features, The Daily Show with Jon Stewart and The Colbert Report, off of Hulu due to a lack of a profit model. Viacom CEO Philippe Dauman has indicated that all could change and these features could easily be placed back onto Hulu if the business model changes. Bloomberg has quoted Dauman as saying, quote, "There's just not much in it for us to continue at this time," unquote. Memo to Philip Dauman and everyone else who missed the Tuesday, March 9th edition of the TV News. Our very own John Leland gives plenty of reasons to keep your exhibition platforms wide open. Please go to the tvnews.tv and click on Archives. And on a sad note, NFL Hall of Fame defensive lineman, member of the fabled Fearsome Foursome, very knowledgeable NFL color analyst, and star of Little House on the Prairie and Father Murphy, Merlin Olsen, has lost his battle with cancer. We thank you for sharing all of your many, many talents with the world, Merlin Olsen. You will be missed.
The Sports TV News is brought to you by Store & Associates, sports and entertainment marketing specialists. Log on to storeandassociates.com and start connecting with sponsors and consumers.
Eric Mackerlin is standing by to deliver a multifaceted sports TV news report, loaded today with all sorts of analysis and commentary. So Eric, here's how we'll do it. I will prompt you on the various subjects you intend to cover, and you fire away. Here we go with number one. Sidney Crosby.
Coming out of the Vancouver Olympics, Sidney Crosby was Canada's #1 hero, scoring the game-winning goal in overtime of the Olympic gold medal game against the United States. In his next road trip through New York, David Letterman invited Sidney to do the top 10 lists on late night, but the young guy turned it down. Now, it's first reported by Larry Brooks in the New York Post. I don't want to just bash Crosby, but I've got to give him a thumbs down on this decision. Opportunities like this to promote the game to a wider audience don't come around all the time, and somebody at the NHLPA or the league probably should have tapped Crosby on the shoulder and told him to do the gig.
All right, we move on. DirecTV versus.
You know, it's 5 months now that we're going into this carriage war between DirecTV and Comcast over Versus. The problem here is that Versus is the prime cable carrier for the National Hockey League. I'm like a lot of hockey fans. I've missed a couple of games, not too happy about it. But the folks at DirecTV have kept me a very happy customer. They gave me a discount on the NHL Center Ice package. And the fact of the matter is, for me, Jeff, the day that I was able to turn in my cable box and sign up with DirecTV was a happy day. I'm a satisfied customer with them. I don't want to leave. However, once we get to the start of the NHL playoffs, I'm not going to sacrifice the Stanley Cup Finals to be able to stick with DirecTV. So my message to DirecTV, get a deal done before the playoffs start. Otherwise, I'm taking out the dish and I'm bringing Fios home instead.
And finally, actually there is one more after this, Selection Sunday.
That's right. It's one of the biggest weekends in college basketball. We have Selection Sunday for the NCAA Division I men's basketball tournament. Really, really big for CBS. And right now, I want to give thumbs up to the people who say that we need to go to 96 teams in the tournament. There are a lot of folks who are saying that the tournament is perfect and it shouldn't be changed. But as somebody who's old enough to remember when there were only 32 teams in the tournament, and let's be honest, there were a time when there were even fewer than that. I don't think there's anything sacred about the number 64 or 65 in this case, which is what we have now. I say go to 96 teams, add an extra game, and add to the fun. And heck, CBS certainly could use the ratings, couldn't they?
Very good. This one you didn't come up with, I did. I hope you'll understand it. Here we go. Admiral Akbar as the possible Ole Miss mascot.
Admiral Akbar led the rebel fleet at the Battle of Endor in Return of the Jedi, if you can remember that. Hysterical. I have to tell you, I'm with those students. Thumbs up for Admiral Akbar.
There's the thing, though. If they do, and here's the deal. Colonel Reb, the traditional mascot, he was dispensed with as possible racist overtones back in 2003. Ole Miss really hasn't had a mascot. There's a student movement to adopt Admiral Akbar. If they get it through the vote, the university will be compelled to adopt Admiral Akbar as the mascot. Do you think that Lucasfilm will have anything to say about this?
Well, you never know. I mean, the classic case here is with the University of Oregon. Years ago, they entered into an agreement with Walt Disney to be able to use Donald Duck as their mascot. Who knows? Maybe Lucas will feel benevolent and give them the right to use Admiral Akbar. He can certainly afford it, that's for sure.
I just hope that it doesn't turn out to be, it's a trap! Thank you, Eric. We thank you for being with us. Wonderful commentary, and we hope to see you next Friday.
Future events and opportunities brought to you by Dude Walker. Get the best voice. Get the best price. Get Dude at DudeWalker.com.
Video of Harry Smith's colon. Lindsay Lohan suing E-Trade for the Milkaholic commercial. Pearly penile papules backfire on the doctors. And how's the industry screwing itself via retransmission and carriage wars? If you missed any of these compelling stories this week, you can access them in our archives. Just click on Archives right here at the tvnews.tv. On March 23rd, the PR Measurement Conference happens at the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. For information or to register, log on to prnewsonline.com/measure. And if you want to become an advertiser on the TV News, just click on this link at our site, or you can drop us an email at advertise@thetvnews.tv. And that's about it for today's edition of the TV News. We'll be back Monday with top news plus the big picture news analysis and commentary. I'm Jeff Grimshaw. Thanks for watching, and go out and make it a great weekend.
The TV News has been brought to you by American Ingenuity TV. For all of your electronic marketing and creative challenges, American Ingenuity TV is simply the solution.